Hi everyone, this is Shaun. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am doing the marketing, I'm doing the advertising for a security company based out of the San Diego area called Global Veterans Private Security. They don't just provide private security services, they also provide private security, law enforcement, or military type of training. You're talking about tactical training, any type of medical training, they do it. And they do a very good job at it. Randy Nunez, who's the CEO of Global Veterans Private Security Company, my one sentence introduction of him, if you haven't watched the other videos, he's an SOF combat veteran. He went to war, he has engaged in numerous combat operations, and just particular for this course, our active shooter close quarter combat course, he has been in real life combat situations with real terrorists. So you can either have the guy who completed an online class, maybe a FEMA online class that discuss active shooter situations, or you can actually have somebody who has been in active shooter situations who has taken out the bad guy. You get to pick. Anyhow, hey, a little more about the course. I know a lot of you guys are inquiring about it. It is going to be about a 6 to 8 hour course. The reason why it's 6 to 8 hours is it just depends on the class. If the class takes a lot of time to absorb the information, maybe they have a lot of questions, which is not a bad thing. But let's just say they need a little bit more time, then it will run the full 8 hours. So we'll run full 8 hours, lunch in the middle. And I keep saying I'm not an employee of Global Veterans Private Security. I've decided to volunteer my time to market and advertise for my good friend, Randy Nunez. So that is my involvement with the company. All of the money that you pay for tuition, I don't see it. Anyhow, you might be wondering, what is the course? Like, what are you going to learn? Well, some of you have asked about one-man close quarter combat. I talked to Randy not too long ago, actually earlier today, and I discussed with him that private security is most likely going to be involved in a close quarter combat situation, rather with one officer by themselves, rather than in law enforcement where you have a team of 4, 8, maybe 12, maybe 16. I mean, SWAT teams roll a lot of places minimum of 14, some have 32 operators. But in private security, there's an active shooter situation, most likely it's just going to be by yourself. Understanding that, he's going to cover a close quarter combat with one person. He's going to discuss 2 to 4 man close quarter combat situation, just in case you have a partner. And in order to understand how to conduct a one-man close quarter combat operation, you have to understand how the operation is conducted with 4. And that's what he was explaining to me. Also, he's going to cover room clearances. How do you cover a room safely, efficiently? He's going to talk about mindset, in particular combat mindset. You can have, once again, your online instructor, your instructor who got all their education online and they exist, teach you about combat mindset, teach you how to survive in these situations, or you can have somebody who's actually been downrange and done it. Again, your pick. He'll be talking about shooting stances during close quarter combat situations. He'll talk about weapon presentation. He'll talk about maneuvering and footwork. He'll also talk about speed, surprise, and violence of action. You'll hear Randy say that numerous times. If the venue offers stairs, he's going to talk about what's the best way how to approach stairs in an upward situation and then a downward situation. Again, that's venue dependent. And then scenarios. Some of you are wondering, well, are we going to do any scenarios? That is really up to Randy, and it depends on how comfortable he feels the class is progressing forward. And he explained this to me when he trained. Again, guys, I work, if you don't know my background, I work for an undisclosed police department. I have just been appointed to the SWAT team and the SWAT training portion of my agency, of my undisclosed agency. And recently we did an active shooter drill or training where I work at in conjunction with the school district and in conjunction with Randy's company. Our SWAT operators and our SWAT operator candidates were included, and then there was an outside undisclosed agency where they had their SWAT team, who was fully staffed, well, almost fully staffed, by the way, also attend the training, and Randy spearheaded this training. He conducted the practical applications, scenarios, and everything. So anyhow, a lot of people are wondering about scenarios because, I mean, quite honestly, it looks good on camera, right? The administrators like scenarios because they feel like they're getting their money's worth. But the way Randy explained it to me is there's no sense of doing scenarios unless the officers understand the practical applications. He was saying that he could spend 8 hours or 6 hours on scenarios, and basically that would be useless time spent because the amount of debriefs and critique would just be enormous. It would go past 8 hours. However, if he covered a lot of the critiques during the practical application before the scenarios, there'd be less critique involved during scenarios. So that's the way he explained to me. So we will bring face mask, we'll bring protective gear, we'll bring airsofts, we'll bring all that equipment in case we're able to do the scenarios. The venues that we have allow scenarios, but once again, it just depends on how you guys progress through the course. You will get issued, if you're in California and elsewhere, you're going to get a certificate of completion, and the title of it is Continuing Education Close Quarter Combat. And I'm reading from my notes here because I don't want to mess up the title, but it's going to say Continuing Education, something to the extent of Close Quarter Combat Active Shooter Response. In California, every single year, you're required to go through 8 hours of continuing education. For the amount that you pay, I think you're getting a good deal. I mean, you're getting roughly 6 to 8 hours of training. You're required every single year to go through eight hours of continuing education, and this class actually qualifies. Some vendors, you can go online, you could take their continuing education course for, I don't know, $40 or $20. If you go in person, maybe $80, maybe $100. But for the price that you're paying, you're getting a good deal. I'm going to tell you guys right now, you're getting an awesome deal. You get BSIS credit if you're in California. If you're a credentials private security officer in California. If you're coming from another state, I don't believe that this counts as continuing education. Okay. Suggested equipment. This is not mandatory, but it's just suggested. You bring a paintball, airsoft mask. If you don't have this equipment, don't worry. We do have loaners. However, we have limited abilities. We have limited loaners. The more people that need equipment, the less efficient our operation is going to be. I mean, we only have like 5 masks, maybe even 6. So it will slow down operations, and plus it's more sanitary for yourself. We will bring wipes to wipe down the equipment, but again, it's just a lot more sanitary that way. Bring an airsoft pistol that fits into your holster. Bring a duty belt, and there's absolutely no weapons involved. Bring your kit. Bring a full kit. You could bring your helmet, however you go to work, or bring your body armor. We want you guys to be wearing the same equipment minus the weapons, and get used to wearing that equipment in stressful situations and in training environment. And if your employer authorizes you to wear a uniform, I recommend that you also wear a uniform. For example, is when I'm running a rifle, because of my badge that I have, which is metal, and then the placement of my soft body armor, my cheek weld, where my rifle lands on my shoulder area is a lot different when I don't wear any type of body armor. So that's just something to keep in mind, you guys. It's a little bit more different. Disclaimer, okay, you could get injured if you have heart problems, high blood pressure problems. We are trying to elevate your pulse. We try to elevate your blood pressure, your cortisol levels. We want to do all that in trainings. That way you're not experimenting in real life with those physiological responses. Okay. As for recording, okay, some people have asked, can I record video? And we encourage you to record video. We encourage you to tag on social media, Global Veterans Private Security. We want you to do that. But we also want you to respect others. If somebody does not want their face on camera and they communicate to you that, please, what we're asking you to do is not record those people, at least their face. We're telling everybody that they're going to be recorded. Okay, overall, we're allowing people to record, and for us, it's for marketing purposes. But there might be somebody that just doesn't want their face, and if you're attending the course, you should respect that. Okay, you could set up cameras if you want to. It's basically what you don't want to do is record. We don't want you guys recording more than 3-minute segments and then you should have about a 30-minute break in between. That's just to cover Randy's product. Okay, that's his course that he created. He put a lot of time, effort into it. What we also don't allow is the student to record the course and then later on create their own active shooter course for a fee. Okay, if it's in-house training, we don't care if you show each other, or you're creating a course that's only in-house, just for you. We don't care if you have segments. Okay, that's not a problem at all. Course fee. Okay, I'm going to say this, that at the time of filming, the course fee is $200 per student. It is, you get a discount for being a subscriber to this channel. If you're subscribed to this channel, it's a $50 discount. So the course is $150. You're getting a huge discount. We have people flying in from different areas in the United States. They understand the value of training. They understand the value of Randy and his experience. And they understand, hey, you know what? I don't have to pay $150. The rest will cover my flight, my hotel. I mean, not all of it, but it's a substantial amount, because I'm telling you, on the law enforcement side and the military side, for a course like this, you're going to pay an easy $250 all the way up to $500 for the whole day. Randy's hooking you guys up with a huge discount. I'm telling you this, that after the second class, the fee is going to go up towards somewhere around $250 or even more. I'll still ask him for a discount for subscribers, but he doesn't have to honor that request. Anyhow, you might be asking, how do I enroll? If you've already emailed us, you emailed me, don't worry at all. We'll send you email soon. It's a first come, first served basis. So if you respond through payment, you already guaranteed the seat. Okay, so obviously we're taking your payments first. But the way that you reserve a seat is through payment. Randy has the Cash App set up, Venmo, and PayPal. And once Randy approves this, our flyer, I'll put in the description box below, maybe like a link or something like that, or I'll put instructions. I'll copy and paste the flyer that I made, so that you know what you are receiving at the end of the day, and you know how to render payment. So payment, when you render payment, that reserves you a spot. Unfortunately, there's no refunds. There would be a refund if we have to cancel the class. The reason why we do that is because it's a first come, first served basis. There might be other people that want to get into class, and if you just cancel last minute, that's not too cool for somebody who's been waiting for a long time to get into the class. So it is non-refundable. If Randy has to cancel the course, then obviously you get your money back. If you're flying in, try to get cancellation, like airplane insurance, maybe hotel. Book yourself with a hotel where you're able to cancel like the day before or last minute. You never know what happens. That's all I have. Hey guys, there's a limit. There's a limit of 15 per class. And I think we're going to reach that limit already for at least one of the classes. So the first class is September 2nd, which is a Saturday, and the second class is October 7th. Both classes will be in San Diego, California. The venue is to be announced. As soon as we have those details, or as soon as I have those details, then I'll communicate to those of you who already reserved a seat. So make sure you guys reserve a seat. If you're hosting the course, make sure that you also render payment, because once again, payment does guarantee you that seat. So that's all I have. If you guys have any other questions, I'm sure Randy will answer your questions. Just state in the comment section below. Randy, I think the screen name is Randy Noontime or Noontime Randy. And that's all I have. If you guys have any questions, once again, concerns, let me know. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you guys. For sure, I'll be there on September 2nd. I don't know if I'll be there on October 7th. I know some of you guys are going to get bummed out. I'll try my best to be on October 7th. Take care, guys.